Hi, Roses. Welcome to your pick a card. These are your three cards. You have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So today's reading is going to be, or today's pick a card, we're going to find out what you don't expect, what you don't see coming in this new journey that you're starting. Okay, so that's the main question we're going to ask. And then we're going to find out just some different things that you should expect moving forward. So I'm going to divvy out your sections and you can skip ahead. Okay, so these are your three piles to choose from. You can use your intuition and choose what pile is calling out to you. This is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So I'm going to get started with pile 1. Hi, pile 1. This energy is very tense. I'm just going to start with that. In some areas, the energy is very low. And the reason for that is that you're cleansing, you're purifying, you're moving into a new area, and it's going to require you to break down some things. Like you could feel overheated because of the work that you're doing. Like you're sweating. Somebody may get hot flashes. Somebody's walking on water. I don't know. Somebody's swimming, like drowning. Okay. So the issue of commandments comes up multiple times, like you obeying the commandments. Okay. And what really stood out about this energy is someone denying their calling. Like, where are you denying yourself in this new journey? I feel like is an issue that's going to come up. And staying clean. Like you got to drop some dead bodies, drop some dead skin cells, maybe exfoliate this energy. Okay. Let's pull some cards for this energy, this new journey that you're going on. What don't you expect? You have Knight of Grains in reverse and Knight of Feathers. Paul the Apostle. I feel like maybe you don't expect just how important you are, how important and loud your voice is. Maybe you don't realize that what you're about to be doing is commanding crowds. Like you're going to have so much authority and people are listening to you. Whether you realize it or not, you could be manifesting some things, like your environment is paying attention to you. Even like the birds are listening to you, following you around. Like if you think a bird is cute, it could be following you around, like wanting those compliments. Okay. Then you have the Hermit. So this is somebody who is being hidden away or was hiding away or was isolating themselves in a negative way. Like maybe somebody was running from this calling. Maybe someone was afraid. 12 is in reverse. We have 12 twice. I'm also seeing a number 14 twice, the number 40. Okay, 12, 12. Yeah. So there's this energy of you needing to stand up for yourself, be authoritative and stand in your authority and know who you are. I am versus I am not. What you are versus what you're not. You're very important. So you're getting justice for other people. That's what I'm feeling. Like you could be on a council, like you could be a council member or doing something on the board, like a part of a group of people who pass judgments on others. You could be doing, what is it like? What is it when you have jury duty or something like that? I feel like you're going to have authority to make decisions over other people's life. And it's very important. And this is also whether or not you agree to it. Like just by the way you think passes judgment on other people's lives. So I feel like that's between you and God, whether it's a good judgment or anything else. I will always recommend staying positive. Then you have 6 of Water, memories, childhood, nostalgia. Like maybe in the past you realized this power and this gift that you have, the ability to bring things back to life. You have power like Christ, like Peter walked on water when he was following Christ. and also Peter denying Christ, you might be afraid of this. Like, you might know exactly the moment when things start to come towards you. Like, people just drop what they're doing and walk towards you and want to start a conversation. You naturally draw crowds. So for somebody, it's time to change the negative connotations you have around this energy of a crowd watching you, staring at you, feeding off of your energy. Like, that is your purpose. Okay. Then you have strength in reverse and two of earth. So you have to balance out. You have to get control over your power. You have to balance out the energy that you're getting and you're receiving from other people. People who want to transfer energy with you. It's not all sick people. It's not all kids and people playing games or people who need healing or something. Like, there are people who have powerful energy that you can use. So I feel like it's important that you don't shut it all out. Because there's this overwhelming energy of someone who wants to just shut out everything. And it's really important that your heart stays open to blessings coming towards you. And regulate your body heat or your body temperature or something along those lines. You have courage to ask and accept help. So there's some people around you who want to help you. Like, maybe for some people you don't really speak. Is maybe important to speak to some people or like open your eyes to look at people's faces. I don't know who that's for, but like, they have energy that is gonna nourish your spirit. Like, they're very kind, loving people, and they want to love you. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Let's read it again. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Yeah, very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. So there is help around you. I say help is on the way, help is coming, things are coming, but it's already near you, it's already right next door. So all you have to do is accept it. And use it. Don't reject it. And say clean. Maybe cleaning is your natural ability. And it's like you're burning this energy like firewood. Anything else, Spirit, for this pile? Any more messages? Nothing shall be impossible unto you. In this new journey that you're going on, you're going to have everything you need. Everything in front of you is useful. Whoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. So there's a family here, and you're going to start recognizing people that look very similar to you. They're your family members. Like, people who have these similar facial expressions and things, like, not everybody is a doppelganger and mirroring you and a shapeshifter. Like, some people are on their own, and you guys are crossing paths right now, so you may notice that. And there's just help all around you is what I'm feeling. You're already in your abundance, so now it's just a matter of opening up. That may be what you don't expect, that you already got everything you need, and it's just a matter of opening up and accepting it. So that's the energy I have for this pile one. I hope you enjoyed that. If so, like, comment, share, subscribe. You can also book a personal reading with me, or as well as join my members only content. So I'm still working on that. Let me know what you'd like to see in the members only. And yeah, so that's the energy here. It's really soft, it's really gentle, and it's like back in your childhood days when things just really came easy to you and you didn't have to think about, watch out for, and be on the defense against. Like, everything is already in your hands. All right. So with that being said, pile one, I'm going to move over to the next pile. Hi, pile two. You are a child of God and you're free. In this journey, you may feel like you're lost, because I'm hearing something about lost boys. Like, there's someone who doesn't want to grow up, maybe doesn't want to take responsibility for their life or their actions. Okay, so you could be taken after your mother. I could be talking to someone who has a moody mother who maybe didn't want to live up to their responsibilities. So there's some energy there. But I feel like you're off to a good start. Maybe you decided that you don't have to be like an overbearing father or someone who's completely in control of themselves. He bare the sin of many and made intercession for transgressions. With God, all things are possible. It's like someone wants to be a child all their lives, or they want to be a kid again. So the real message here is to be mindful of your surroundings, because I feel like you already know what you're doing, but there's a reason why people grow up. They learn lessons, they learn life lessons, and they learn to be cautious. So the word abduction is coming up. It's like someone can steal your soul, someone can steal your heart or your interest and manipulate you in a way. So they can kind of take soul snatcher. So I know it's pretty deep, but I feel like there's just a warning here to be careful, not to get involved in adult games as a child, like in your childlike innocence. So you have a strength card here. And all your needs are being provided for. Okay, so that's one portion of the energy. There's also this energy of someone who's very much an adult, is living in their adult life and living the best life. Someone who's rich and wealthy, whether you see it right now or you're manifesting it, you just live in this abundance. And it's like there's no going back, no matter how much someone to lighten up or relax. You know too much and you're just never going back. Also, I feel like you might have been mature as a child. You have Queen of Grains. Like someone is definitely a business owner, an entrepreneur, and she's using everything that she knows to manage her business. Okay, there's kids playing in the background. Someone could have had a kind of unstable upbringing that gave you a lot of strength, and you're able to provide a safe home for other children, whether this is physical children or Christians or just innocent people on earth. Like you make them feel safe. And then Four of Candles, someone is celebrating. Like it's almost like I feel like this person is like the keeper of the house, like she's or he's the one, and this is for this other energy. She's the one who's, cooking the meals, planning the party, and providing a safe home for other people to celebrate. And then there's this energy of children who are adults, but kind of like in their innocence, and they feel safe where they are, but there's still a need to be aware of your surroundings. Like it's almost like be careful, watch your step, but you still have to be told, or this group still needs to be told to be careful. They still need to be watched. They need to be supervised. Like they're not going to grow up because they don't want to. They don't feel that is important or necessary to grow up, and they just don't want to. So they take actions to be in a more relaxed state and to be relaxed. Oh, I said relaxed already. Relaxed, restful. Like maybe this is stressing someone out. Meditation, recuperation. Like I feel like there's just a need to separate this energy. There is someone who's very much in control of themselves, and there's someone who chooses not to be in control of anything, and that's okay. Like you don't need to control people who don't want to be controlled. I don't know. Couple more cards. Four of water, four of air. So the number 44, also 444 could be important for someone. 456 is coming up. Okay. Like someone just needs to take it easy or allow other people to take it easy. Like I feel like this is such a relief and a load off of your shoulders to know that you are okay where you are. Just maybe even for some people not being relaxed, like counting your money, thinking about the bills. Like maybe someone's an accountant and they care about this type of stuff. You have people around you who because you are worried about all of these things or concerned about these things, they can relax. And that's good for you because you still get to kind of bask in their energy. Like them being carefree gives you some type of boost. Okay, so you have exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifestation, the key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. So maybe playing with the kids. I don't know why children keep coming up in these readings. This could just be, I don't know, the clock ticking or something, but it's just like a lot of useful energy, and maybe this is what's giving you your power back. But I'm also hearing like someone went free, like someone is like a hippie, almost like not wearing underwear for some people because I see guard your loins, and I don't know why I needed to bring that up, but it might be disturbing to someone. But I'm gonna close this energy. Anything else? Let's pull a scripture card, and then this card wants to flip over. Hammer. Like someone feels like they're nailed to this position. Like this is your cross to bear. And almost like there's no way you can sabotage this if this is what you're meant to do. To do it. They're happy that you're in this position. Let us not give up meeting together as some are in the habit of doing, but let us encourage one another, and all the more as you see the day. So I feel like even if it's a struggle, you enjoy that pain for someone. You enjoy the work. You enjoy the responsibility. Somebody enjoys the stress. I don't know if that's toxic or not, but your place is definitely needed because someone's picking up their cross and being nailed to this cross. And there's a whole lot of people underneath that are enjoying this moment. As morbid as that sounds, that's the energy that I have for this pile. If you enjoyed that reading, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. You can book a personal reading. You can join my members only, and let me know how this resonated. All right. So that I'm going to move on. Pile 2, I'm going to move on to the next pile. Hi, Roses. Welcome to pile 3. I'm just going to get right into it. So you have to use your intuition with this offer that's being offered to you, or this offer that's coming towards you. It's going to look really good, and it's going to, maybe it doesn't look good for some people, and you know right off that this is not what you want. Don't accept it. Don't even give any benefit of doubt to this person offering it to you. Don't want it. The answer is no. Okay, I'm hearing puppies versus mangy mutts, and you're being covered in it. One or the other, God versus man. So you definitely have to use your intuition when manifesting and go with God. God is the one that's going to provide everything without the guilt, without the shame. Some of y'all have to go around the boat a little bit. Like some of y'all have to not beat around the bush, but go around the rules, bend or break some rules, and it's worth it. So I'm going to read off the notes I have for this energy. You have taking two approaches to produce different results: success versus failure, trusting God and walking in faith versus hoping in people or man. Again, puppies versus mangy mutts. And that's really important here because these mutts have ticks, they have issues, they might even have rabies. It's not like us versus them because we're all different. We all have our groups or whatever, but it's just like what you want versus what you definitely don't want. Okay. Stay in God's presence when manifesting. Lift up the sun and allow his light in. Accept it. That's for some people. If you're on that level of accepting Christ, is there. But for some people, I'm just going to say it, from my own perspective, some of these offers just definitely don't look like anything worth accepting. Like, even if it's like people are saying like, well, you should be doing this, but you just don't feel like it's in your spirit to do it. Like, okay, like someone is saying, get dirty. You've got to get dirty. It's worth it. Go down into the pit. Do what no one else is doing. This is like a man telling you to do this, or a boss, or like you got to get dirty to get the job done. But then at the end of the day, they want you to bathe in lies. That's what's going to clean you. A bunch of lies. And lie is Lie, but also Lye. Like you're going to break out. Like you're going to be allergic to soap at this point. So now you're filthy and you can't even wash. That's the message, okay? It's not worth it. For some of y'all, getting down and dirty is just not the way to go. Stay with God, manifest with God, stay in the light, don't go down, okay? And then for some of y'all, being sneaky about something to get what you want is worth it. Breaking a rule that says you can't have it. Sometimes for some of y'all, it's worth it to break that rule. So it's going back and forth. I could be talking to either side. Co-create with God using feminine seduction. Work with the spirit, not the flesh, because God gives to the spirit without limits. The spirit is above the law. So some people may be irked by hearing that. It's coming off as blasphemous, and I'm aware of that, but I'm speaking from my heart. All right, no fear here. I'm also hearing shoe, like shoe fly, and these are a lot of different images. Like somebody is working with shit. I'm hearing it. Somebody is working with shit, and it's almost like you're packing it and selling it, and like someone's full of shit, and you're attracting a lot of flies. And maybe the image here. Let's get to the cards. For some of y'all, the image is like shoe fly, don't bother me, and there's maggots. It's a lot going on here. Knight of chalices. It's like some of y'all need to raise y'all vibrations so that whatever your project is not crap. Is actually something that you value, something that you love and admire, and you want to see it doing well, even if it's compost. Like, let's just change this imagery here. Okay, you have Page of Grains and Justice in reverse. Like, I feel like now is not the time to really beat yourself down about the rules. Like, oh, you're breaking the rules. Whatever rules these are, like, you have to stay on track. You have to stay on track. Whether it's a rock or a rose is something that you can focus on. But I feel like for some of y'all, it's really important that you change what it is that you're focusing on as something that you really like, because then you're going to attract things that you like versus things that you don't like and don't want anywhere near you. Okay. All right. So this could be something new for you. You could be starting something new. And so these are things that you might expect along your journey that you may not be aware of, that everything you say matters. It does matter. It does matter what you say, what you think, and what you feel. Disgust is a feeling, but it's just not worth it at the end of the day. Some of y'all may have some issues with feelings and being numb to things, and it's like, whatever I can get, I'll take, as long as I can focus on it and see it to the end. Like, you definitely don't have an issue committing. Yeah, but down the line, you don't want to be survived. Shit, you don't want to be in a landfill. You don't want to be covered in flies and maggots and just horrible imagery. So what's the positive here? The Emperor. Like, you really got to take control of this imagery, because there's something else. Like, there's a better image. It could be birds, like ravens. Again, compost, roses, growing roses, things like this. Having some structure to your leadership and not just being all over the place and swept up by the wind, because your intuition is so real. The things you see and you've been seeing years and years and years stockpiling is real. Your experiences are valid. So it's not just all of a sudden one day you hear a message like, open up and let it in. And suddenly it's not shit anymore. It's still something you don't want. And you just got to move past it. Like, everybody's out here hunting, and you don't want to be the prey one way or another. Okay, so we have wishes, dreams, happiness. Like, you do have permission to be happy. You have permission to see the beautiful light, to see the beautiful birds, the beautiful sun and clouds and treetops, and really looking up. You do have the permission to look up in life. All right, you don't have to look down into the ground at maggots and hell and all of that stuff. Just because there's people down there that need help. Yeah, the world does need help. Messages, like, it does have a Christian tone, and I preach about Christ. But when I see something is off, sometimes it is part of the Bible to deny. God is dying on the cross by himself. Okay, so at some point you are going to have to walk away. I don't know who that's for. Maybe it's just for me, but that's the world. Okay, at some point you may have a really big heart, But you do have to be exclusive to some level, to some extent, not to be harsh, but this is something that we all need to hear. Like, have something to celebrate at the end of the day. Don't be miserable and just because you did the job, and you're drinking and you can't even look at yourself in the mirror. So this is some truth for some people. Letting in the light is a beautiful thing and it feels good, but you're gonna be attracted to everything that loves the light. And what do we know that loves the light? Bugs. Okay. Bugs, problems. Like, you're gonna have a lot of things to fix. Use your intuition again. I do say that with this reading because this is a lot of personal feelings here, but everybody's on a different page in their journey, and maybe that's what you don't expect. That some things you're gonna be crossing some trolls. There's gonna be some trolls on the bridge waiting for you, watching you walk up like, hey, bestie, no, we're not friends. Partnership. Allow healthy, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. With this energy is definitely not a partnership that wants to come in. They want to suck you. They want to feed off of you. They have nothing to offer whatsoever but a chance to nibble on your shit. And that's just gross. Like, you want to do something. Let me just calm down. But you want to do something that's in the spirit, like something that feels good. More words from Christ. Okay, I'm going to try to make this not too long. It's so abundant and apparent with this energy that all sorts of things are going to be coming towards you. Thou shalt love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. Background, grunting and moaning. I can hear them. They want you. Okay. Forgive and you shall be forgiven. So maybe it's like some people are saying, like, it's better to go ahead and do it without asking and then ask for forgiveness afterwards. Like, go without permission. Give yourself permission to love yourself first, to do things for yourself, to make sure you are okay and stable. And then there's also a message like people being separated, like the mentally ill being separated. You need to show that you are healthy, that you have a sound mind, that you can think for yourself, because something's happening. People are getting rounded up and you don't want to be in the wrong boat. Okay? And then two more for this. Christ shall be magnified in my body, whether it be by life or by death. Look at that. Like, I'm sticking with what I'm saying right now. By life or death. Christ is dying on a cross. So now's a chance. I'm sticking to myself. You follow Christ if that's what you're being called to do. I don't even know if this reading is going up because it's nothing but truth. Do you really want to die on a cross? A faithful man shall be abound with blessings. And the word faith comes up a lot in this energy, like having faith, seeing through to the end, pushing through death to life. There's something on the other side. And we're being separated for a reason. Like, maybe what's on the other side is not meant for the naysayers and the doubters and the unbelievers. Okay, so push forward if that's what you're being called to do. But if you have any doubt in your mind that this is for you, something that you've been holding on to and that has been causing you problems and trouble for a really long time, mental illnesses, challenges, or whatever, let go of it. It's not your problem anymore. And you might come off as heartless, but at least you got a job. Okay? For some people, they don't have that. They're being rounded up and locked up in prisons. Something is happening right now. I don't want to speak too much on it, but I'm going to leave that energy there. I've already said entirely too much. Okay, with that being said, if you want to book a personal reading, let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, share. You can also join my members only for more content. And I feel like once we're getting started with this truthfulness, we got to really tread lightly because this is a real world and people get offended. And, I'm just saying what I see, that people are going to try and link up with you that aren't on your level. And it's going to break your heart at the end of the day. If you are stuck somewhere you don't want to be and you saw all the signs coming, like you saw the signs, you saw the shit piling up, and now you're in landfill about to about to enter a furnace. And God is like, well, you won't be burned. You won't be burned. Just trust and have faith. And for some of y'all, you're not going to be touched by this flame. Okay. You're just powerful. You're magnificent. You're magical. And nobody can tell you no. When you move forward, that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to complete. But for some of y'all, this is a way out. These children of Satan is a way out for you if you can't go all the way. All right. That's it. I'm just going to end it there, and I'll see you next time.